Hello, I hope you're doing well. I hope you have an amazing week and I wish you the very best for the rest of the week. Welcome to the Christina MC Education podcast on the live show, whatever the name you want to give to it. I'm so happy to welcome you as usual, as every week. And today we have a really, we can debate a lot about this topic. It's to think about like packages or a la carte. So I've talked a lot with all my friends and colleagues all over the world, and all of them have a different way to think about it. Of course, I have my own way, and I'll be more than happy to share it with you at the end of the topic. And I'm so excited actually to have your point of view also, because it's just definitely something we could talk during hours. We won't talk about it during hours, don't worry, just a few minutes, because I actually worked a lot on it. Look, I prepare my shows, and I thought like, okay, definitely you have got good sides and bad sides in both of them, but how can we like choose, like we put like a plus column and a minus column, and let's say at the end of it, what's the best of it? But I think as usual, the best of it is the one you are okay and comfortable with. And this is what I always say, I won't tell you what to do, I just share my point of view and my way to work, and you have to decide, of course, as usual. So the first very thing for the introduction would be like, let's talk about the word package. If you know me, if you already worked with me or whatever, you know I really don't like this word. Like this word for me looks like I go to McDonald's and I want like this menu XL plus big Coca Light please, you know? So this is just, I'm not comfortable with it. I've never been comfortable. I think I've been doing this job for more than 10 years now, and I don't even think I started with packages, the word packages. I started with collection. This is my own choice, of course. You can choose your own way to communicate and your own word. If you are comfortable with package, just feel free to ask to keep it, of course. It's just like something I really wanted to share with you. Like I all the time, it's like, what is your packages? And I'm like, packages. Like I don't work in McDonald's, you know. I don't have anything against McDonald's. I haven't been in McDonald's for years. It's another story. Anyway, so like the word packages, we're going to use it, of course, today because it's going to make everything easier, but this is definitely a word I don't like. And when someone asks me my packages, I always say like, I'm more than happy to share my collections. So it's, I know it's a detail, but for me the psychological side of everything has a big impact on like how your client can have like the emotion about you, you know, like what they think about you and how they feel, like the level you are and all these things. So it's just something for me important. Anyway, it's done. I wanted to talk about it. Done. So the package, yay! Let's use this word again. So you have good sides, of course. Like I wrote everything as I said. Like first thing is definitely it's easier. It's easier for you. It's easier for your client. You don't have to think about what to put inside. Is it included inside? Like is this thing included inside or is it an extra or whatever? Boom, everything is in the package. It's really easy, even for your accounting, even for the client, for everything. Definitely package is amazing about that. Usually it's also cheaper because this is why actually most of the time the clients want packages because it's cheaper when you put everything together. You have a discount or whatever, like it's already included or you have extra things and it's more interesting the most of the time because it's sometimes like the big price is more expensive, but if you take one by one, it will be more expensive. So it's sometimes a good argument too. Save time, like no need to do a bespoke quote, no need to spend time for you, you know, like to work on the quote. You can just send your price list. It's done. It's easy. You don't have to say like, okay, tell me everything. And I have to do a bespoke quote and I will send you in a week, you know. So definitely collections, packages are really, really easy about that. And it's an amazing tool about that. And actually something I realized, it's very interesting because you can have a really clear starting price. Like this is something when people say like, what are your rates? You can say like, we start at like my first price is. So it's really easy to have a starting price when you have packages because they know you won't work under less than that price, you know. So it's something really cool. But you have bad sides also, of course. And this is like, like what you'll see when you will understand a lot of my argumentation when you will know my way to work. So the bad sides, it's you have less option of negotiation. So of course it's like, this is included, this is like, oh, but okay, so can I have a discount? It's complicated to remove something because it's a package. It's a big thing. And like to modulate, it would be back actually to a la carte concept. So it's less complicated to adjust, let's say. And what I always say, like it looks like a McDonald's menu, personal point of view, of course. The client, something I've realized is the client always stays stuck to this collection. It's really, really complicated to upgrade, to add options. Not impossible, of course, and it happens, but it's just like, it's more complicated to say like, hey, have a look on my options. Oh yeah, but it's already a lot of money. We'll see maybe later. Maybe you've seen that before, like some clients saying that, you know, it's just like, it's okay. So far we stay with the collection or the package, and we'll think about the options later. And in the end, they don't take any options. So it's maybe sometimes more complicated to upgrade when you have a package. And it's a big amount, one time. So good side of bad sides about that, I don't really know. It's like some people, they prefer to pay, it's done, but at least everything is included and you don't have to think about it. Some people, they are more like, whoa, it's a big amount. And I think in a way you can also lose clients because of that. Like some people, they have in mind a specific budget, and even if they don't really have a really good look in the collection and what is included, they will say like, whoa, first price, boom, oh, it's too much. And you lost them. It's done. It's over. Like it would be so complicated for you to bring them back because they saw this number. It's not the same number they had in mind. It's lost. It's over. So sometimes it's just like, as they won't clearly read everything is included inside of the package, it will be just about the number itself. So it can be sometimes dangerous. It depends a lot of the market, where you are in the market. You know, like of course when you have like more high-end and high-end and the luxury market, it's sometimes easier, but not always. And low-cost markets can be like the opposite. So it depends on the client, but sometimes it can be dangerous also. A la carte, let's say. Let's talk about the a la carte. Like I think you already know that I love a la carte. It's because actually I love doing things bespoke. I love doing things just perfectly for each client, and it is actually my very first point is like, when you work a la carte, one of the good side is you have this concept of each client is different. Like you are not a machine. You don't do the same thing for each of your clients. You do something very different. You take time to understand them, to understand what they want, and you create something just for them sur mesure. So it's like, I like this way to work, this way of working, like, you know. So it's just, personal opinion. I really like that. Like the message you send, just saying you work a la carte, you already send a specific message. Like we take time with each client and you are unique. So it's like the message behind it is really important. Something really psychological is then I don't know if you've realized when in your own life, like we are always more comfortable to actually spend 10 times $20 than $200 one time. So it's sometimes easier actually to say like, oh, let's add this option. Oh, let's add this one. It's small amounts, you know, like depends of course, but comparing to one big amount, if you don't really calculate, it's just like, we add this one, we add this one. So it's definitely easier to upgrade and to add things because it's just small amounts on top of each other. You know, of course, when you do the quote, you have the final price, but you can adjust, you can remove, and it's more flexible. You pay only for what you want. I think this is definitely a big difference. And when you talk with clients, this is what they like with that. They only have exactly what they want. You know, it's not something like I personally don't like with packages. It's like sometimes as a photographer, you have like some prints included. Some of my clients, they absolutely don't care about the prints. Or albums, you know. Some clients, they don't want an album, you know. So the problem with packages is like you have to take it the way it is. And when it's a la carte, you can adjust depending really of what your client wants and what they need. More bespoke service and easier to adjust your price, as I said. It's definitely something like you can adjust, you can offer something which is more complicated. When you have a package, you said like, you know what, you've reached this amount, I offer you this product or this service. The bad sides, yeah, let's talk about the bad sides because I found them. It takes time. It takes time, definitely takes time for you mainly to do the quote, the bespoke quote, to talk with your client, to know more about what exactly they want, where, etc. And like for your client, the most of the time they have to wait. So this is like a quick tip in the tip. When you do only a la carte or when you do quotes, try to do the quote as quickly as possible. Because the thing is, as a client, this is something like I need a price, I need it right now. And if I have to wait 1 week, I'm pretty sure, unless I really want this one, I'm pretty sure I will find someone else. Because it's something, you know, like now, today in the world where we are living in, people want the information right now. And definitely I'm the same. So this is something I always try to use my own experience and my own way to be for my clients' experience. So it takes time for each of us. And this is something else also, like when you work only a la carte, some people when they say like, what is your rate? Oh, you know, it's complicated, it depends of the client and where, etc. So the starting price is definitely not easy to explain, like to have like a starting, so it's usually like we are more around, you know, like we have this middle price, you know, usually, but you don't have like a clear starting price. So now we've seen the good sides and the bad sides of each. Of course, I want to share with you my own way to work. So actually, I don't know if I'm going to disappoint you, but the thing is I use both of them. I use both of them for all the good sides of each. Means I have collections. I have 3 collections, like 3 different things included, etc. I try not to include prints or I was about to say useless things. That is not true, but things like some people don't want or, you know, like I want to stay focused on what the most important thing means my coverage, like photo time coverage. And this is actually, most of the times I actually don't sell them. It's just for me a way to share with my clients, with my leads, like, hey guys, this is my starting prices, this is my collections, have a look. If it makes sense with your budget, I'll be more than happy to create a bespoke quote for you. So this is basically what I say. So the thing is, like, I found it was actually, for me, I was comfortable working like that. It allows my client to have a look on the prices and to have an idea and not to be surprised once they have the quotes, they know what to deal with, they know what they will have to deal with. So it's just my way to work. I mean, as I always say, find your own way to work. If you want to try with the way I work, please feel free, like more than happy to share. But I really want you to tell me, how do you work? Because I want to know if you are more like packages or more a la carte, or if you do a mix of both, like as I do. So let me know. I can't wait for your feedback. I'm so excited. As usual, follow us on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. We are also on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. I think we have TikTok now. So feel free to follow us everywhere to support. And it's a teamwork. So feel free to share also what you would like me to share about. Your suggestions, I mean, if you are not comfortable with my bad English, for example, I can try to do more in French, or I can try to improve my English accent too. You know? It's just like some days I have good days and some days I have bad days, and today, definitely my English is complicated. But anyway, I wish you an amazing day. I hope to see you next week, and please, let me know your point of view. I'm always very interested. Bye-bye.